Hi, everybody. Hey, you want to make some Christmas in July stuff together with me? I'm working on some Christmas kits, some bundles for Christmas. And so there's stuff that you can buy and stuff that you can make very easily. Let's say you don't have a lot of Christmas supplies. Well, if you have a few basic supplies, you can make your own. So I'm just going to show you as I'm making some of these things for the kits, actually. But I do like hand making things as well, and I thought it might be fun to add a few handmade things. Very simple things. So let's say we just have, this is a piece of copy paper. I'm just going to keep things very basic and very simple. So the nice thing about copy paper is it can become instant handmade stationery, and all you need is a little something at the top to denote a Christmas, I'm going to use some black soot distress ink, a Christmas kind of feel to it. Maybe too early, you think? Nope, Christmas in July is a big thing because that's when a lot of crafters start to make their Christmas projects for Christmas time, because we're making a lot of things and maybe we have a lot of family members, whatever. So it can be as simple as like one little stamp. And there's many different ways that you can use one little stamp, but here's just a simple way. You just put a little header on it and there you go. And that's one stationery page. Very easy to do. It could be an invitation. It could be a note to somebody, welcoming them to a party. It could be thank you, something like that. Who knows, whatever somebody might like to use that for. So what I'm doing is drawing from my own personal extras, I guess you might say, like scraps and things that I want to convert into something that might be Christmas-like. So just come along on the journey. So I get a lot of these as I'm testing my printer. I print these out and make sure my printer is printing. But this is nice lightweight cardstock. It's 110-pound weight cardstock. But I can do something with this side, and I thought that might be fun. So maybe I want to white this up a little bit, or this, I'm going to just do something crazy because I have this here and I'm thinking out of the box. So I'm thinking out of the box with you guys. Okay, so this is a dictionary page from an old vintage dictionary, and it's funny, it has the word embellish on there. Isn't that cute? Hope you guys are having fun today and everything's dandy. A big chubby jumbo glue stick is your friend with a project like this. And what I would say is, if you're going to do something like this, you just have to release yourself from the rules of everything and just play with your paper, because this is a mass making experience. We're not heavily judging. We're just using up what we have in creative ways and seeing what kind of fun we can have with it. Okay, so I am putting this here because there's that there, and I want to put something on top of this that will show it, that will show through. So there, I just handled that little issue and it's gone. Okay, so now I have some, maybe you have this, maybe you don't, but you know, remember, never let lack of a craft supply stop you. So if you say to yourself, oh, I don't have that fancy Christmas washi tape, don't worry. You can use rubber stamps or other things, or stickers, or hand draw, things like that. But this is just one example. So I'm just going to make a little more room here. My desk was so neat just a day ago. You have no idea. Okay, so I'm going to open this. And remember, the trick is, if it's the glue is, the adhesive is too sticky, just stick it in your microwave for a couple of seconds, and just give it little bursts. Usually like 2 to 3 seconds to 10 seconds usually is enough to loosen the glue. Well, the biggest thing is getting it to tear at the same rate. And even if it doesn't, I'm going to try and hold it together. There we go. I got past that little tear spot. And this is right at the edge where I would run over and put it in the microwave if I was close to it. I'm just not over there. I'm here with you guys, hanging out, having fun. So this is what we're doing today. We're peeling this big guy. And yeah, you can get this stuff on Etsy or Amazon or all those fun places we get stuff. But if you have some and you haven't used it, you know, like it builds up and you forget about it, and then you realize you have it and you're saying, oh my goodness, I should have used that. Here we go. I'm just going to stick it here right across. I'm going to cover this whole section. And just cut this section off. Okay, there we go. And see, I like how you can see through it. And I like how it's also white. So that'll give some variety to this piece. And then I'm going, maybe I can almost fit another piece here. I might do that. And then I'll build a bridge between them. And see how that goes. So it doesn't matter if you have wide sections or narrow sections, as long as you have enough to cover it. You could also do this with collage. It doesn't have to be washi tape, but if you have some Christmas paper, what would work well would be wrapping paper. So if you have some old Christmas wrapping paper, that's a fun thing to use with this project, because wrapping paper is generally thin, and it generally needs some type of reinforcement. So this is a great way to give it a little extra oomph. And then you can turn it into whatever you want. You can make Christmas cards or decorate your Christmas journal with pockets and tucks. And this could easily be cut into pockets and tucks and bookmarks and belly bands. And we do realize that a belly band is pretty much a bookmark. Just we call it a belly band. It's like a long rectangular piece of artwork that we create. And then you can just use it differently, like glue it at the top and the bottom and then tuck things under it. It becomes a belly band, which is just a different version of a pocket in your junk journals. Yeah. So I was just kind of, as I was making the Christmas kits, I was listening to some trends on junk journals for 2026 and that, and I thought it was kind of interesting. There's still apparently the age-old war of is it a junk journal if it's not made of junk and if we don't journal in it, which I thought was actually, that's a fair question. Really, who cares what we call it? I mean, I don't know why we get all excited about what we call it. I guess we have to call it something so we can communicate with each other what on earth we're talking about. I get that. But, as long as you're having fun with your paper, whether it's new paper or old paper or I don't care, whatever it is, as long as you're having fun, that's my barometer. Okay, I'm going into my junk box here and see what I have. I have some, just maybe I'm going to do a little bit of collage on here. That makes it a little bit different. Okay, that's easy to do. And so this does come together relatively quickly, and this can be kept as one solid piece or cut up into pockets, tucks, belly bands, and bookmarks, and the like. You could also make an envelope out of this. That would be pretty, maybe for that Happy New Year sticker. But I'm not going to create a lot of things with them because I want you guys to create things. So there we go. Okay, that worked out really well. I think I might do a little bit of line separation there at that part. So if you get these skinny ones, or maybe you get the real skinny ones, I always have a pile of these. Do we all have a pile of these? I can't tell you how many I have of these. When they get, these are really, I think, the end cuts when they're trimming, but they figure this is perfectly good washi tape. Why not give it to people or sell it to people? And you know what? They're right, because everything is a craft supply until proven otherwise. So yeah, I'm down with that. So I'm going to try a skinny one, see how I do. I rarely use these because I think I never know really what to use with them. Is that the end? The biggest thing is finding the end. Now somebody did give me a tool. Hold on. Okay, so this is let's to get stickers apart, and I'm learning how to use it. It's definitely working. I have some. I need more practice, but this I think is like a giant sticker. So I'm going to see if I can. Maybe I need glasses. That's what I need. You got to be able to see what you're doing, right? Isn't that like job number one? See what you're doing. Okay, so I'm putting on my spectacles. Good grief, just aged myself. Is that the beginning? No. There it is. Oh, I see it. Now I can see it. Yeah, nothing wrong. I'm not too shy to wear spectacles. Oh. So this, oh, look at that. Look, Pam got the edge up without much fuss. So a very kind lady sent this to me. Zen Art makes this. It looks like Xenart. And she was raving about it. She said, Pam, you got to try this. You got to try this. So here I'm doing it on the video, and here we go. So that actually did help a lot, Karen. Thank you. So I'm just going to put it here to delineate. And I guess I should have run it over glue stick, but I think this one is pretty sticky. But if you're unsure of the adhesive strength of your washi tape, remember it is low-tack tape. It might curl up, peel off. You can always run it across your glue stick just with your finger and do that. So, got that. Now, it's always and it's never fun to cut piece of paper with washi tape on it. But I'm going to bring in my guillotine cutter so you can actually see how I do it. And this is how I do it. Now that I have that on there, I check to make sure I have the edges all flushy flush. So it's a little tricky getting it through there because it's sticky. It's tricky because it's sticky. Get that all peeled off. Line that up. And just cut the edge. And then you have a nice clean edge, which Mama loves a nice clean edge. So that's good. All right, then I think I'm going to turn this around. I have this here. It's not that hard to maneuver. Go slow. Take your time. It might curl up a little bit. Just breathe. It'll be okay. All right? Just walk yourself through it. Okay, so we're basically turning things that are not looking like Christmas into Christmas-like things, using up our supplies and our scraps. And that's actually a really, oh, look at that. See, that came off. See, I've learned my own lesson. See, there we go. This peeled up because it was mad at me because it said, you should have glued me down with a glue stick. Like you always tell everybody to use a glue stick, and now you didn't. Now I'm going to publicly humiliate you. All right, I might need to break that because that looks like it's had a better day. Huh, maybe I'll just leave it like that. But I think I should reinforce that. I'm hearing the glue stick gods are telling me, here you go, get in there and glue stick that down, sister. You've been given one. Oh, let me use my new tool. Maybe I can just pick it up. Oh, look at that. Look how good that works, Karen. You'll be so proud of me. All right, I got there. Now if that ends comes up, I'll get it. But so far, so good. See? Proof in the pudding. That stuff does happen. Yeah. All right, so now I have this whole page, which is really nice, and I can do anything I want with it, which is, oh, I love this. This is so cool. Okay. All right, so that is one thing. Now, some other things. Say you have some pretty papers, whether they be new or old, doesn't matter. Use whatever you have, as you saw me use a just a plain piece of copy paper. Now is stationery. Okay, so writing paper. So if somebody wanted to handwrite a letter, you have that. So you can just trifold those up and tuck them into a pocket, or put them in a little envelope or a handmade envelope, whatever you like. It's all good. So other things that you can do, which are very easy, are, let's say you have a dictionary page, and dictionaries are a great source of beautiful paper, and I love to get the ones that are aged and old looking. Drab and drama. I always think that's funny. What you get on your dictionary page is always interesting. Okay, now I'm searching for my, oh, here it is. Okay, so I use this, this is like foam, and it's sticky, but I like to stamp on it. It gives nice stamp relief, and if I really want cush stamp underneath me, and they have things for this, but this stuff that you get that's in packing for electronics, it's like a hard to compress, like almost like a styrofoam, but it's kind of bendy. If you put that under there, it really gives a nice impression. But anyway, I'm going to try and prove that to you now. So let's say I want to take a Christmas. Oh, hold on.